the story is about a young apatosaurus that lives on a farm named Arlo. And he is incredibly frightened of everything. He has a problem with fear, and his father is very concerned about him being able to get over his fear because he's worried he wouldn't be able to survive without it. He meets a little feral human boy, that these are kind of like wild animals to them, that's eating their crops, and he's got to get rid of it. And through a turn of events, he gets separated from his farm. And miles and miles and miles away, he's swept down the river. He wakes up, and he has no idea where he is. And his father always said, if you follow the river, you'll be able to get back home. So he starts following it, and this feral little boy is there. And he's so angry at him because it's his fault that this has happened. But through the journey, the little boy is helping, Spot, the character's name is Spot, is helping Arlo along the way, and they start, bonding together. So The Good Dinosaur is what we call a boy and a dog story. But we flip the roles. The boy in the boy and the dog story is actually Arlo the dinosaur. And the dog in the boy and the dog story is actually the little boy, this feral little kid named Spot. And it's their relationship, very much like, kind of an owner and his pet dog. But it unfolds in a very special way to where their bond and their relationship gets stronger and stronger through the whole journey. Pete Sohn, the director of The Good Dinosaur, is one of the most unique talents that I've ever seen and we've ever seen at this studio. He came up as a story artist. He is so funny. He is just so charming, and he's just pure heart. We've always loved Pete, and everything that he's ever touched is just magic. He also is a brilliant actor, and he's done voices, in many Pixar films. But we saw something special in Pete a long time ago, saying this guy could be a great director. At Pixar, we love to ask, what if? What if toys were alive when you left the room? What if there were really monsters in the closet in children's bedrooms? What if there was a world where cars were the living beings? What if a rat became the finest chef in Paris? But The Good Dinosaur, we ask the biggest what if of all time. What if the asteroid that hit, when it landed on Earth, it ended the age of dinosaurs? What if it missed Earth? What would the evolution of dinosaurs be? We think that dinosaurs that are vegetarians, that are leaf eaters, would become farmers, and the meat-eating dinosaurs would become ranchers. And eventually, dinosaurs and humans would overlap. That's what happens in The Good Dinosaur. In The Good Dinosaur, there's this emotional core of, which is a really interesting thing, and that is fear, right? A character that is so scared of everything, that can't possibly do anything. And yet in order to survive, he has to learn to get over his fear. In the beginning, he says, I've got to learn not to be scared. But the real lesson he learns is, no, you will always come upon things in life that make you scared. It's how you deal with it. Working through your fear. That's really when you find out who you truly are and see what you're made of. So that going ahead in life, you can be confident that as things come to in life that make you scared, you can work your way through it. I can't wait for audiences to see this. You know, when I make these films at Pixar, I'm always jealous of audiences who've never seen the film because I want to see it for the first time. And I love watching audiences watch our movies for the first time. The Good Dinosaur, number one, is really fun and really funny. But the humor is so original. You've never seen humor like this. And the humor comes from these great characters that have been created. They're so funny. The Good Dinosaur is so beautiful, too. I mean, this is like one of the most beautiful films ever made, much less animation, much less a Pixar film.